Happy Friday, people. Happy Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. Hey, y'all. Welcome back to Cooking with Precious Eatings. We're going to have us another wonderful day of cooking. All right, y'all. So, look, today, ribeye steak. Oh, it's big. We're going to do us a ribeye steak, fresh green beans, and baked mac and cheese. All right, so the first thing we're gonna start off with is our marinade for our steak. Let's get to it. Okay, so I already put 1/4 cup of olive oil. I'm gonna add 1/4 cup of water. I'm going to add I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. I'm sorry, 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. Okay. To that, I'm going to add, I use Grill Mates brown sugar bourbon marinade mix. Open that up. Add your mix in there. Now in my bowl here, this is my own mix. What I did was 1 tablespoon of Goya Perfect seasoning. I did a tablespoon of parsley flakes. I did a half a teaspoon of Cajun because I don't want it to be salty. I did a tablespoon of smoked maple. Right, get all of that mixed in. Then we're going to put a few dashes of Tabasco chipotle sauce. A few dashes. And a few dashes of the Worcestershire sauce. Oh, don't do that for me. I cannot say this for nothing. I say it funny and I need to stop trying to say it. But we're going to put a few dashes of this as well. I am the worst when it comes to trying to say the name of this sauce, but I love it. I just can't say it the right way. We're gonna get all of that mixed on up. And we're gonna take our steak, which our steak has already been rinsed and cleaned off, ready for the marinade. Take it in there, get it coated nice and good, just like that. Then you're gonna take your marinade. You could marinate about 4 steaks with this amount of sauce. About 4 steaks to get marinated. After you get it nice and coated, we're gonna let it sit for about 30 minutes, and then we're gonna go ahead and cook it. Okay, we got our cast iron skillet, nice and hot. Now you can use whatever skillet you please. Just make sure it gets nice and hot before you put that steak in. I'm gonna go ahead and put some of my grapeseed oil in. Then I'm gonna add a few pieces of butter. I want y'all to understand something too. It is a difference between butter and margarine. It's a difference. Real butter gives you a different taste than what margarine gives you. Sometimes it's okay to use margarine, and then sometimes you need to know when to actually use real butter. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a few slices of butter to the skillet. You see it's nice and hot. Even that butter is sizzling. Get it moved all around. Let's go ahead and add some fresh garlic. I got some fresh garlic that I diced up, just a few little cloves of it. Go ahead and put that in the skillet. Excuse me, y'all, tongue tied. Move that around. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add my steak. Yep, that's nice and hot. Oh, that's nice and hot. I'm gonna go ahead and add one more. All right. Do not touch your steak, guys. Do not touch your steak for 3 minutes. Let it cook on that side for 3 minutes. Then you flip it over and let that side cook for 3 minutes. Once you get them steaks flipped over, I had some marinade, leftover marinade that I set to the side. So all I'm gonna do is just baste my steak with it. Just baste my steak. Get you a nice food brush. Get you a nice food brush. We're just gonna baste the steak. Baste it. See that? Just baste it. Alright, once that other side cooks for its 3 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in the oven for maybe about 15 minutes, because I like mine with a little pink in it. I don't like mine well done, so I'm gonna pop it to the oven for about 15 minutes and then take it out the oven and let it sit. Okay, so I set that oven to 430. We're gonna let. So I went ahead and set that oven to 430. I'm gonna let them steaks sit in there for maybe 10-15 minutes. Like I say, I don't cook my steak well down. I like mine's like medium well. I like a little pink. I had the macaroni, the elbow macaroni cooking for about 5 minutes. I'm getting ready to drain it because I'm gonna make the pasta al dente so that it be nice and firm when we make our baked mac and cheese. All right, we're gonna go ahead and drain that pasta. Rinse your pot out in cold water so it could get the remainder of the pasta that be at the bottom. I'm gonna get my spatula, scrape the rest of it out. All right. So while I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna make the cheese sauce for our macaroni. We're gonna let the cold water run on the macaroni so that the macaroni could stop cooking and we could still have nice firm pasta. Nice firm pasta. Okay, I have already brought our milk for our cheese sauce to a boil. I used 1 cup of regular milk, and then I used 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. Now I have a 24 pack of Kraft single slice cheese. I only did a 1 pound box of macaroni, so I don't have to really do too much sauce, but I started off with 1 cup of the regular milk and 1 cup of the heavy cream, and I'm gonna go ahead and get my slices of Kraft cheese into the milk so it could go ahead and melt down and give us a nice creamy sauce. Okay, I've taken our steaks out the oven. I got them sitting on the plate so they can now rest and slow down on the cooking. So look at them. Yeah, our cheese sauce is done. I used, out of that 24 pack, I used 13 slices. And I also used half of this box of double cheddar cheese sauce by Ragu. Okay, let's get our macaroni mixed up. So I'm gonna go ahead, add some butter to my macaroni. Add some salt. Add black pepper. Add a little bit of brown sugar. Then go ahead and add that cheese sauce. I'm gonna go ahead and add in some Kobe Jack cheese. I'm gonna add in some Italian style cheese. Then I'm gonna add in some Mexican 4 cheese. Get all of that mixed in. Look at that. Make sure y'all can see it. That macaroni is nice. That's nice and cheesy. It's not. It's just right. It's just right in my eyes. It's just right. Exactly how I want it to be. Look at that. And that ain't gonna be dry at all. That's gonna be nice and cheesy. Not too much cheese, not too little cheese. It's just right. It's just right. It's just right. So just to give y'all a quick recap, I used a 1 pound box of elbow macaroni. For my cheese sauce, I used 1 cup of regular milk, 1 cup of heavy cream. Out of a 24 pack of Kraft single slice cheese, I used about 13 slices. I used a half a box of the Ragu double cheddar cheese sauce. I put in my butter, my salt, my pepper. I added a little bit of brown sugar. Once I had it all mixed in, I then added some of the shredded cheese, which again was the Mexican 4 cheese, the Italian style, and some Kobe Jack. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put it in my fancy little cute bacon pan. I be trying to be fancy because I'm gonna set this up real nice and fine for my husband when I'm all said and done. So I'm being a little fancy, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some of that mac and cheese in there. Oh, look at that. That looks good. Tell me that don't look good. That looks good. Okay. I'm gonna top it. Kobe Jack cheese. And the Mexican 4 cheese. Want that nice and covered like that. Alright, I'm gonna put some more macaroni on top of that. Okay. The rest of this macaroni I got left, I'm just gonna throw it into another pan and bake it by itself. But I love this little baking pan I got. It is so cute. I could just set the table up nice and we could just dig in. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So yeah, top it off again with the Kobe Jack cheese. But on top of it, instead of me putting the Mexican 4 cheese, I'm gonna go ahead and add the Italian cheese. Add the Italian cheese. Yes, that looks so good. So because I'm trying to be fancy, I'm gonna go ahead and add me some fresh parsley. Not the parsley flakes, but some fresh parsley. Add some of that on top of that like that. Yes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this in the oven. I'm gonna put it on low boil so I can just get that cheese melted and we good to go. Look at y'all macaroni. Oh, look at our macaroni, y'all. That looks so delicious, so delicious. Okay. So we're gonna dig into this in one moment. In the meantime, we finna go ahead and get started on our fresh green beans. All right, last thing, y'all. Our steak done. Our baked macaroni and cheese is done. Last thing we gotta do now is our fresh green beans. Okay. So, of course, go ahead and add that grapeseed oil. And get you a non-stick skillet. That's the best way to cook it. And I'm not going to lie to y'all, I'm actually cheating because I'm supposed to take my green beans and blanch them for about 2 to 3 minutes. Basically boil them for about 2 to 3 minutes. And let them run under some cold water so that, you know, they will stop cooking. Then saute them. But I'm going to go ahead and get straight to the point because sometimes, I mean, if you don't boil it, you could just saute them a little extra. Or, you know, saute them to is your liking. However soft you want them or however hard you want to keep them, whatever. You can just saute it to your liking. That's what I'm trying to say. Saute it to your liking. So we're going to go ahead and get this skillet heated. I got my grapeseed oil and I got my butter. We're going to bring that to a heat. We're going to bring that to a heat and then we're going to add our green beans. Okay, we got that butter and that oil all nice and warm. We're going to go ahead and add some garlic. Fresh garlic. I'm going to saute the garlic just a little bit. Get it all around the pot. I'm going to go ahead. Dump my green beans in. Fill the pot up, but don't smother them. Let me see. Can all this fit? Now I'm going to take some of this out. There we go. Before I add my seasoning, I'm going to go ahead and let the green beans saute a little bit. Then I'm going to add my seasoning then. I'm going to let it saute a little bit, then add the seasoning. Okay, so they've been sauteing in the oil, in the butter, and in the garlic for about a minute or two now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and add my seasoning. You will find this seasoning at your local Walmart in the season aisle. Really good seasoning for vegetables. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna add the seasoning to it. It actually comes in 2 packs. I ain't gonna use the whole pack. I like to use fresh lemon juice, but because I forgot to get me some lemons, I'm gonna have to go ahead and use the lemon juice out of the bottle. So I'm gonna go ahead, 2 slashes. I am also going to add in a few pinches of brown sugar, little brown sugar. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to continue sauteing our green beans. And like I say, because I did not blanch them, I have to saute them a little longer. Now, some people like theirs with a crunch. Some people like theirs soft. I'm just going to saute mine to my liking. And when I get to the point where I like them, you know, I'll let y'all know how soft or how firm I kept them. But they fresh green beans. Most of the time, fresh green beans is like asparagus. You keep you a nice little crunch to it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And ain't nothing wrong with them being cooked soft either. It's all about how you want your food to be. I'm just here to show y'all how to season it a little bit, how to add a little flavor to it. But you still cook it how you want to cook it, period. Alright, we're going to let that saute a little bit more. And I'm going to take it off. So y'all, I decided at the last minute that I want to go ahead and add some nature seasoning. And I'm also going to add a little bit of the Goya Perfect seasoning as well. Okay, y'all. Here we are. Here we are. I want to show y'all how I plate. So basically, I feel like this is a really good stay at home, have date night type of meal. And if you're trying to be fancy, plate it real nice. Put your green beans at the bottom. I got my steak on halfway on top of the green beans, and I got my macaroni just looking so pretty sitting on the side. That looks amazing, y'all. That looks amazing. All right, let's see what we working with. Let's see what we working with. That macaroni, and I ain't lying. I am not lying. That macaroni is smacking. You don't gotta do too much. You do not gotta do too much. That steak, I need a light. I still got a little pink in there, y'all. I still got me some pink in there. So I just want a little pink. I don't want no well done steak. Don't give me no well done steak. Whoa! No, for real. That ribeye fat. Oh, that ribeye real fat. That ribeye is doing it for me. Oh my God, that ribeye doing it for me. So, yeah, no, for real. The green beans is good too. Everything is good.
It's good, Mommy?
Yes.
I'm gonna get another plate. This plate.
Yes, this is so good. So, there y'all go. I hope I was informational. I hope that y'all make y'all a good old steak dinner for your man, for your woman, for your mama, for your daddy. Baby, this was it right here. It was it. All right, see y'all later. Thanks for cooking with Precious Eating. Peace.